Okay, running a plus 26 Neltharus with mostly friends. The Og is a pug, so running the Miracle Worker talents. Sorry, script's whispering.
5,
Alright,
4,
let's do this.
3, 2,
Empower.
1.
Intruders! Where have you come from? Neltharus belongs to the Colossi now.
Stop casting.
A little slow on that, but that's okay.
Empower.
Stop casting.
The Colossi will please rights.
Empower.
fates always scare me.
Fuck do you leave this dungeon?
Bags and interesting. We're scrubbing Ragnon?
Yeah.
We're scrubbing Doctor?
Scrub has not been talking. No.
So my running theory with why Scrub won't talk in Discord anymore is because he's having a sex change and he doesn't want us to hear his new voice yet. Because it hasn't like fully changed into a girl.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Makes sense.
I heard you're gonna raid with us.
Yeah, Pharaoh's good next year. Hopefully it's good. But yeah, I got moved to well, I guess I didn't get moved to it. I'm doing weekends in OR now to finish my clinicals. So my
Nice.
weeks are open.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, other than school and kids and stuff. But it just means I have to basically stay the night, Saturday and Sunday, at the hospital, but that's fine.
You know, like I was in the Navy and we had duty days that we had to do like every 6 days. We'd have to spend 24 hours on the ship.
Yeah.
And usually like the day before or day after I'd sleep on the ship too. I was just fucking beat anyway, even though I could have gone home.
It's not terrible.
it's
We get a
not
room.
terrible.
Yeah. We at least
It
get
also
that.
just lets you just focus on work for those days, you know?
Yep. That's where I type all my papers, generally. Because there's not that many emergency surgeries in the weekends.
I almost had to have emergency surgery last month.
Oh no. What was it?
I have diverticulosis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's painful, man.
And power.
That was something that the doctor said. He goes, it's something that people literally don't know about. Like when I was in the ER, he was like, "What's your pain at?" And I'm like, "It's like a 5-6, but it's a constant 5-6. Like it's not."
You have a flare up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'd taken so much ibuprofen that I gave myself these little micro hernias in my stomach lining. So, or I got an ulcer from the ibuprofen. It was just a bad situation all around. I'd have to bring up my CT scan and read it to you.
My mom has it.
Oh, I don't wish it on anybody.
I've had it. Yeah, no, it's excruciating. I didn't realize because she got diagnosed with that well before I was done with school. So like I've only ever seen one patient that has had it, but yeah, I make sure he gets the good stuff. Is that
yeah, I mean, they
very painful.
Defensive should be up again.
They gave me morphine when I was in the hospital, and then you know, obviously,
You
opiates.
get it all fentanyl, Dilaudid, fucking.
Yeah. I had Dilaudid and Roxycontin or Roxycodone.
Yeah, some of that pain is worse than, it's like it's been compared to pancreatitis, which is like some of the most excruciating shit people deal with. It's like diverticulitis is right up there with that, and like 5 mm kidney stones for women, shit like that.
So while it was happening, I was still raiding, and one of the nights we had to cancel raid early because everybody was just yelling at me to go to the hospital. I was streaming, like leaned over in my fucking chair, and people are like, "Dude, you look like shit." I'm like, "I feel like shit."
Yeah, gut pain is gut pain, spine pain. You know, like the two worst. But it limits your diet and shit too. There's like no telling when you get you can get a flare up.
Yeah, so there's been recent studies. I was talking to my GI doc, and there's been a ton of recent studies that show, like, you know, they used to say don't have seeds, don't have peanuts, don't have corn, and all of these things. And, you know, come to find out, like, the big thing is it's fiber. So,
Yeah.
like, now I wake up every day to Metamucil, and then I have Metamucil after dinner. And now I have to drink so much water because I'm drinking all the Metamucil. So I pretty much quit drinking alcohol. It's just,
Alcohol's the big one.
yeah,
They say red meats too, but
yeah.
they're
That's
really, yeah.
I'll give up my fucking nightly 12-pack, but I'm not giving up my nightly fucking beer. So, or my nightly red meat.
Yeah.
We've been having a little bit more pork and chicken lately. But I'm definitely a steak and taters kind of guy.
Yeah, when did you get diagnosed?
2.5 years ago. I've had 2 flare-ups since then. And then when I got diagnosed, we found out that I also have a horseshoe kidney. So, renal fusion, I guess would be the proper name for it. So now they're even more, you know, considerate about what they prescribe me and stuff. Now they know I only have 1 kidney.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you
I
didn't know
asked
that.
them. Well, I'd never had a CT scan. Like, I'd never had anything. You know, I'd never had any reason to know it, I guess, is the...
Yeah.
Because I'm otherwise healthy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually not fatal, but that's an odd little catch. Fucking, you know, halfway through your life.
Well, I asked them, I said, you know, what does this mean? And they said there's a pretty risky surgery that we could do to separate your kidneys. But there's, you know, at your age, it's risky. You know, so at this point, don't donate a kidney. You only have one. And I was like, you know, like, thanks.
Did you get the surgery for your diverticulum?
Not yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my
But
mom just had hers like last year.
yeah, they said like one more flare up. My GI doctor's like, we're gonna remove your diverticular with colon or some bullshit.
Yeah, it's depending on, like, it's like a section. If yours is bad enough, though.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't want to have to be on, like, I don't want a colostomy bag for the rest of my life. And they said no.
Yeah, no, it depends on where it is.
Yeah, they're like,
It's just a section.
It's just a section. We reattach. But they said, you know, you're gonna, if we do it, or when we do it, you're gonna be out of work for,
6 weeks, 8 weeks,
yeah,
right?
they said 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's a long time to be out of work. So
I'm telling you, this shit's like spinal surgery recovery, man. There's no joke. But yeah, having one kidney isn't.
I guess it's pretty odd though. It's pretty rare to have renal fusion.
Yeah. And, you know, people who go in and get kidney transplants, you know, we just leave the kidneys inside, right? Like the old one. I'm not joking. There's a spot, you can just put it right up underneath. Like between your, yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's surprised the hell out of me that wasn't like common knowledge. I didn't learn about that until like learning anesthesia considerations for like that operation. I was like, wait, we just leave them what? That's normal? Like, yeah. There's just enough because kidneys aren't like lateral. Like one sits higher than the other.
Yeah.
So on your right side, looking down left side, there's just enough room there between the like in the groin area, just about you can sneak a new kidney in. Just leave that.
Just leave the other one there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because it's more risk to pull it than to you know, just leave it, because you don't need it. You don't need anything that the kidneys, like, you're attaching to the same thing with the new kidney, right? But like you don't need to remove the old one unless it's like a life or death situation, like if the old one is infected or isn't like seated properly or can get in the way, whatever. There's like hardly any good reason ever to remove it, as far as I know. I don't know. It's a surgeon's job. My job's easy. 100 milligrams. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, my wife was laughing at me because, you know, like, before they give you narcotics, opiates, you know, they usually have some questions to ask. You know, about previous drug use and, you know, so they asked, and I was like, oh yeah, I mean, who hasn't done an 8-ball, you know, on a weekend night and had some fun? And they're like, yes, but do you do an 8-ball every day? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, that was, I'm guessing, in a pre-op, because that's your scheduled surgery.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going. That was actually, you know, just during the last hospital visit. Because that's one thing I found out about diverticulitis, like spinal situations. Insurance will pay for it. So if you have to go to the, you know, when you go to the ER, there's no needing approval or any bullshit. Like, they just, like, if it's bad, they're sending you. Like, they're gonna pay for it. So I guess it's considered, you know, emergent.
It is.
And considering there's, you know, the opportunity to go septic, you know.
Yeah, if it ruptures, it's.
Well, that's what I told my wife. Like,
very bad.
Like she, you know, she's a bit more anal with me anyway. You know, saying, you know, you need to go to the hospital. Like, if you go, like, how do you know this isn't you going septic? This level of pain. I imagine it hurt worse, right? And my GI doctor was like, no, you just always need to go. Like, you are diagnosed with this, you need to go into the CT scan.
Yeah, because something like that, I mean, you don't know until, like, you're dead, basically. Like, even with like with, you know how rare it is like for women to get like kidney stones. My wife got kidney stone, I don't know, 6 months or so ago, and I had to take her to the ER. And they had no idea, you know, my medical background or whatever. But I told them that I thought maybe it was appendectomy. I thought it was her appendix. I mean, she was like fucking, yeah, turning white
Yeah.
and shit. And so
I'm gonna turn off comms just in case I say anything sensitive. I think I'm stuck. I think I'm stuck back here. Oh, never mind. Got stuck behind the weapons.
At last, Emberstoke! The forges will ring today! Stay your hand, or taste the flame! Royal! An embarrassment of riches! Come forth and consume! Royal! Feel the burn! Have some trinkets! Come forth and consume! Royal! embarrassment of riches. Roast in flames! Embers grow to roaring flames!
I don't know if anybody has any gold, but I cannot find one.
Can't beat the heat! Come forth and consume!
Should save that PI until the next shield break.
An embarrassment of riches! Royal! Can't beat the heat! Embers grow to roaring flame! Roast in flames! A fire burns!
Nice. Good stuff.
And his name is John Cena!